Why? Because Ryan grew up, and so did his audience. The 5-year-olds who once idolized him are now preteens who find his videos, well, cringe. Meanwhile, younger kids aren't exactly rushing to watch a teenager pretend to be amazed by toys. And to make things worse, after YouTube's COPPA crackdown, the platform stopped promoting kid-focused channels. Luan even admitted their income plummeted by 70% overnight. That's not a dip, that's financial freefall. In a desperate attempt to stay relevant, the Kajis tried to go Hollywood. They launched Ryan's World, Titan Universe Adventure, a movie with a $10 million budget. It made just $624,000 at the box office. It flopped so hard, theaters were practically empty. And honestly, it felt like poetic justice. A family accused of squeezing every last dollar out of their child's fame lost nearly $10 million trying to do it again. But instead of slowing down, they doubled down. As Ryan grew visibly tired of being on camera, looking quiet, withdrawn, and disinterested, his parents started spotlighting his younger twin sisters, Emma and Kate. They're only 7 years old, yet they already star in their own animated show and appear constantly in new videos. Viewers called it out immediately. Comments flooded social media saying things like, "They drained one kid dry and moved on to the next." The backlash has been brutal and deserved. In fact, the Kaji empire has sparked real-world change. Several U.S. states have now passed child influencer laws requiring parents to set aside earnings for their kids, laws inspired by families like the Kajis. Even in recent interviews, fans noticed Ryan's demeanor, quiet, uncomfortable, and disengaged, while his parents do all the talking. People are already predicting a future Netflix documentary about how it all went wrong, and counting down the years until Ryan turns 18 and finally tells his story. Today, the Kajis are desperately trying to keep their empire alive, recycling old clips of young Ryan, using his face in thumbnails, and pushing the twins into the spotlight. But the truth is clear: the empire that once ruled YouTube is running on fumes. Sure, they still have the mansion, the brands, the money, but their reputation? Destroyed. Their legacy? Tainted forever. The Kajis built a fortune off their son's childhood, and in doing so, they guaranteed their own downfall. So here's to Ryan. May he finally get to be a normal teenager, away from the lights, cameras, and scripts. And as for his parents, sometimes the best revenge is simply letting karma do what it does best. Because in this case, karma isn't just coming, it's already here. What do you think about the Kaji family's downfall? Was this inevitable, or could it all have been avoided? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity stories and behind-the-scenes scandals just like this one. Ryan Kaji's parents didn't just fumble the bag, they launched it into orbit, set it on fire, and called it a business plan. We're talking about Shion and Luan Kaji, the masterminds behind Ryan's World, the empire that turned a toddler into one of YouTube's richest stars. But now, that empire is collapsing faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. And honestly, it's about time. Let's rewind and see how one family went from internet royalty to the center of a modern-day cautionary tale. Back in 2015, the Kajis had a simple idea: record their 3-year-old son opening toy boxes. That's it. It seemed harmless, and it went viral overnight. Within a few short years, Ryan Kaji became the highest-paid YouTuber on the planet, raking in more than $20 million a year before he even started elementary school. But behind that adorable smile and colorful thumbnails was a machine, one powered by his parents' ambition. Luan, who used to be a chemistry teacher, and Shion, an engineer, both quit their day jobs to go all in on YouTube. They founded Sunlight Entertainment, hired a 30-person production crew, and turned their home into a full-scale content factory, with Ryan as the star employee. He wasn't just playing with toys anymore, he was the product. As the money poured in, the brand exploded. Ryan's face was everywhere: Walmart shelves, Colgate toothpaste, clothing lines, even a giant balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. By 2019, Ryan's World had become a billion-dollar franchise. But while the Kajis were cashing in, critics started to notice something unsettling: the line between playtime and advertising had completely vanished. The FTC eventually launched an investigation after complaints that the channel was disguising sponsored ads as regular kid content, essentially turning Ryan's playtime into one long commercial. To soften their image, the family rebranded from Ryan's Toy Review to Ryan's World, but the truth didn't change. The whole operation was built on endless product placements and non-stop filming. And Ryan's schedule? Brutal. Reports say he was filming up to 25 video segments a week across multiple channels, more than most adult creators produce in months. Every moment of his life, family time, brushing his teeth, school projects, became content. And unlike Hollywood child actors, Ryan had no legal protection for his earnings. That's right, every dollar technically belonged to his parents. So while Ryan was the one working, they were the ones holding the paycheck and the power. But karma doesn't forget. Fast forward to today, and Ryan's world is a shadow of its former glory. Remember when their videos pulled in over 1 billion views each? Those days are long gone. Now, new uploads struggle to break 100,000 views, a drop of more than 70%.